We just pulled into Montesano State Park and it is so beautiful. We've been staying at a lot of KOAs, mostly just for predictability and amenities and just, you know, to ease into the whole camping lifestyle. So we were craving something a little more rugged and this is it and it's perfect. It's just so beautiful. The thing is there's no sewer, so I'm headed to the bathroom right now, over here. And we're here for 5 days. So far, so good. There's even a washer dryer here. So anyway, last time we were at a state park, we were at Indiana Dunes State Park, and it was our first time without a sewer hookup. And we thought, no big deal. You know, we'll just last the whole week. Turns out 2 days in, our gray water was full. I'm making a video.
I want to go to the playground.
There's so many kids here. I was just telling a quick story about the sewer. Can I finish it real quick?
What's the sewer?
Poop and pee go in it.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. 2 days in, our gray water filled up, which was a huge surprise
I want to go to the playground
to me.
with you.
I guess I'll try again later. Lyndon really wants to go to the playground, so she's a little bit mad at me right now, but we'll go there right after we're set up. So we didn't have a sewer hookup. We thought that it was gonna be no big deal, no problem, but 2 days in, our gray water filled up, and we were really surprised by that. And I know what it was me doing dishes. I thought I was being pretty careful doing dishes, but I think I just had a misunderstanding of how much water we shouldn't be using. So anyway, I'm kind of excited to try it again here because I won't do dishes like that. We're gonna use paper plates and just, you know, 2 pots and pans or whatever it takes to make pasta. We're gonna keep things really simple and see if we can last maybe even the whole time. I'll go use the bathroom because it's not far, it's right there. So I'm up for the challenge. The thing is, staying in a state park, it's so much more beautiful than being in a KOA. There's pros and cons to every option, but we were just craving the beauty that you see here. Being right in the middle of it is just like, nothing beats that. So we'll do without sewer for a week.
I backed it in not only perfectly to the site, but look, even both doors open.
This is the first time both doors have opened at our campsite.
This is so nice. We can get in.
Get in and out of the van really easily.
Yeah,
oh,
look.
wow.
Look how close it is.
It's a whole different feeling.
Oh. You have to have the van perfectly straight for both doors to open. This makes me
That's
happy.
nice. Usually I'm squeezing in, you know, because it's at an angle, but now we can access everything. Maybe I'll organize while we're here. This is a different kind of playground, huh?
Not very fun though.
Well, I call it the Dwight Schrute playground. This is definitely the most beautiful campground we've ever stayed at. It's at the top of this mountain overlooking the city of Huntsville. Kind of reminds me of Griffith Park in LA, although nothing like LA. The idea that it's on top of a mountain looking down on a city, and there's a planetarium up here, kind of the way there's an observatory at Griffith Park. There's all these tall trees and leaves have fallen everywhere, I guess because it's fall. And there's 2 playgrounds. There's no one on either side of us, so we've got all this privacy. The weather is like a tiny bit chilly, but just where you're wearing a sweater and a scarf and a vest and it's, you know, feels right. This feels like real camping, but I'm not having a hard time. I've leaned into it and I'm camping and I'm enjoying it. And it's not a total struggle. It just feels good here. It feels right. I could stay here for a week. You don't need to whine. Look. Do you want to come outside? Where did you find that?
Some money.
Where'd you find it? On the ground?
Yeah, on the ground.
Maple, what are you doing?
Look at.
Collecting acorns?
Yeah.
Whoa, those are really pretty. If you stayed in one of those sites, your trailer would back up overlooking the city. But those sites are buddy sites, so it's better that we're not in one of those because we'd be sharing a site with another RV, and that would be kind of hard, I think, with little kids. I think our site is perfect. The bathroom's right over there. There's no one on either side of us. You can just hear kids playing in the background. Hensley left behind a nice camping chair for Lyndon and Maple, but it has become a major source of fighting between them. But right now it looks like they're getting along about it. What are you doing?
Taking the acorn off.
You peeling it?
Mama! I got it.
That's what a squirrel does.
Mama!
Do you like this campsite?
I like my nails.
I know, you colored them this morning, huh? What are you saying? Hi. Olive doesn't have any real words yet except shoes. Every time I open the under the couch drawer where all the shoes are, she goes, shoes, 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 and runs over. So she likes to talk about shoes. Can you say shoes? I've purchased a couple things for the Airstream to make our lives a little more comfortable and easier. And this is one of them. I liked it so much that I reordered it and got another one. It's a log. It looks like a log, or actually it looks like a tree stump. And it's a toy container slash stool slash seat. Right now it's empty. The other one has toys in it, so I'll take you in there to show you. I love it because it's on brand. We should really have 3 of them, 3 little tree stumps. But I got it on Amazon for like 20 bucks and it's the best purchase I've made so far. Another thing we got is a little seat for Olive because she's at that stage where she just learned to walk and she really wears herself out walking around, but then she doesn't know how to stop and take a break because all the furniture is too big for her. So I got her a little chair so when she starts to get exhausted, she can just sit down for a minute and take a rest. And here's her little chair. It's a monkey. And I can just pick it right up and throw it anywhere if we need more space. This beautiful chair is often where I sit in the morning if I'm working on my computer, but sometimes I think about how that piece of furniture might be the one that needs to go into storage because it takes up a lot of space for what it is. Well, today we had a slow morning at the campsite. I gave Olive a bath. I did a bunch of dishes. Oh, let me ask you guys this. Is it against the rules to do your dishes in a public restroom at a campground? I didn't see anywhere stated saying that was against the rules, but it just, I don't know, it seems wrong for some reason. So I'm wondering if that's just etiquette-wise something you're not supposed to do. Please comment below and let me know. We don't have sewer at this campground, so we're trying to not let our gray water get too full because we're here 5 days. Now we're back at the Children's Museum. This is a big children's museum in downtown Huntsville, and we were here yesterday afternoon too, and there's a lot of stuff to do, so we've been able to spend 2 afternoons in a row keeping busy and having fun.
And the turtle goes to the turtle. Come to my house.
Where's your house?
My house is right across.
Okay, we just finished up at the Children's Museum and now we're gonna go to Whole Foods for a couple reasons. One, to get some produce, but also because they have these Amazon lockers, so you can get an Amazon Prime delivery sent there if you don't know where you're gonna be staying, which is pretty convenient if you're traveling around the US without plans in place. Lyndon is being extra challenging today. So I wish I caught this on video, but all I had to do was punch in my number and then literally the box opened with my Yeti cup in there. Looks like a tornado came through the Airstream today. Update, this is the second time where we didn't have sewer and I did things a little differently. This time I didn't do that many dishes in the Airstream, so this time our fresh water turned orange before our gray water. Our gray water's still green, and that's different from what happened in Indiana Dunes, which confused me at the time. I did the bare minimum amount of dishes here. I did, we use paper plates and paper bowls and stuff, so I didn't have to do dishes from dinner. And after we used pots and pans, I just wiped them with paper towels and kind of did like dry dishes that way. And the reason I think why the gray water is still green is because we've used plenty of water, like filling up pots for pasta. I even filled a bathtub for the kids. But the water that we went through has been divided between the black tank and the gray tank because about half of it was probably the toilet and flushing, and the other half was probably dishes and stuff down the sink, or maybe even less because I was so careful about the sink. I even put this on. You know, I put the sink cover on to just kind of remind me that I can't be just letting water run down the sink. Everybody say bye, Papa.
Bye.
Bye, Montesano State Park, and bye, Huntsville, Alabama.
Bye, Huntsville.
We had to leave a day early because of a meeting that got switched on Michael's schedule. So we just gotta take the pockets of time we have for travel days. So we're gonna leave a day early in order so he can be around for his meeting tomorrow morning when we were planning on leaving. And we're headed to Mississippi. We're gonna do a night in Mississippi on our way to Texas, where we will eventually be at a full-time families rally.
Put away the kid gates. Fill up the water tank. Bum, 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 bum.
Bigger than our Airstream. The girls and I left before Michael because we wanted to get a head start and get on the road and get to Tuscaloosa to spend a couple hours at a children's museum before it closed. I know he's got a ton of stuff to do to pack up. I'm not even exactly sure what he does.
Bum, 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 bum. Ba, da, 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 da.
Hopefully he's okay. He seems to be doing it fine so far, but I do feel a little bad when we take off and start driving before he's even put the baby gate away.
Try not to chop off fingers.
And then he's gonna get on the road and either meet us in Tuscaloosa, maybe we'll spend the night at our first Walmart, or we'll both meet in Meridian, about an hour and a half south of Tuscaloosa. So we're gonna see how far he gets. It's almost 4:30 now, so me and the girls are gonna go find dinner somewhere, and I'll check in with him after to see how far he's come. And I'm guessing we're gonna do our first overnight in a Walmart parking lot tonight, which I'm kind of excited about. Well, we're in a Walmart parking lot in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Michael ended up getting to Tuscaloosa pretty late, so we figured we should just stop. We didn't want to keep driving in the dark, either of us. So we're gonna spend the night in a Walmart parking lot for the first time. And apparently staying in a Walmart parking lot is kind of like a rite of passage for RVers. So it's a little bit exciting. I got here first and scoped the whole place out. And also I have this app called All Stays that was recommended on Keep Your Daydream. And it's really helpful. And that's how I surveyed all the Walmarts in the area and read all the notes and figured out which one would be best. And this one was best. And there was a ton of notes with dates on what happened when people stayed the night here, or what happened when people asked permission to stay the night here. Over there, there's like 3 RVs and a bunch of trucks, but the thing is it's sloped. So if we're gonna park in the front, we're gonna be rolling out of bed. So I came to the back and saw that it's pretty level back by the automotive department, but it's not quite as obvious where to park. There's a limited amount of parking spots, but I think it's okay. And I think worst case scenario, someone's gonna come knock on the door and ask us to leave, and then we can leave. But I think we should just go for it. I think we should break this seal and spend the night in a Walmart parking lot. You haven't lived until you've spent the night in a Walmart parking lot in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So it's 8 p.m. now. The automotive department's about to close, so it should be nice and quiet back here. According to Allstay app, it opens up at 6:30 a.m. So that's when we might hear some noise, but we hear noise, like, I'm not even worried. And it's almost 8 p.m., so it's pretty much almost bedtime for our girls anyway, so we're literally just gonna sleep here and leave. Lyndon said, I wanna live here. I wanna live in Tuscaloosa.
Why?
It was just a great time. Like, the downtown was so cute. The children's museum was really big, had a ton of stuff. Lots of kids were there. That was a blast. Whoa. I didn't even know we were gonna be at the river today. Look, there's the river. We were eating our dinner, walking down University, and I saw a sign saying Riverwalk that way, and I thought, Riverwalk? We love Riverwalks. We walked down to the Riverwalk in Tuscaloosa. It was a huge downhill, so I have the big uphill to look forward to. But Tuscaloosa is so cute. I know I say that about lots of towns, but every town we go to, I'm surprised just by how cute it is. I love it here. And we walked all the way to the river, and there was this old abandoned boat called the Bama Bella, and it looked like it could easily be haunted. We walked down to the Riverwalk, and we came across this crazy thing.
It's so creepy.
I'm not sure there was a ghost in there, but it looks like there's a ghost in there. And there wasn't anything roping it off or anything. You could walk right up to it. You could even walk on it, but we didn't. Lyndon wanted to, and I had to tell her no, because it would be just too dangerous.
It's too scary.
You think it's scary?
I'm going to boat.
I don't think we're allowed to go in the boat, hon. And then we took the river walk, which kind of meandered along the river. It was just so pretty. And there were people jogging and biking, and it felt like a young, healthy city. Maybe it's a university town, I guess. I don't know. It just felt like lively and young. And so we had a couple hours to kill, so I plugged in the public library in my phone, and I saw that it closed at 9 p.m. And I saw that it was a 15-minute walk away. Anyway, having a couple hours to kill in a new city is a little tricky, so I'm thinking maybe go to the library since it's open till 9. All right, I think we need to get out of this creepy boat area before it gets dark, though. All right, bye, creepy boat. See you next time. Now we have to walk up that giant hill we just walked down. So we started walking towards the public library, which was halfway down this river walk. But then you were supposed to go along this really busy street, and I went up to it, but I saw there were no sidewalks. Okay, I don't think we're gonna go to the library after all, because directions I'm following tell us to go down this super busy road. Let's see behind me. And there's no sidewalks, and the sun's about to go down. So that tells me that we should just enjoy the river walk that we just walked on. Maybe go back, and we'll just go to Walmart early and make Walmart our evening activity. I didn't want to walk on that busy road with no sidewalks after it was dark. So we decided to not go to the library, and we walked back along the river walk, and then we walked up the hill, that big hill I was dreading. All right, I just pushed the girls up a giant hill, but look at that sunset. We spent the night in a Walmart parking lot last night. It went well. We're against a fence behind the building, like by the automotive section. We parked kind of across from a truck loading area, so I think we might be blocking the truck's way just a little bit. I went out and talked to a trucker, and he said it was fine, but he did like a 8-point turn to get in there, so
Never tomato.
sure. We didn't get woken up overnight. It wasn't loud. It wasn't too slanted. Everything was just fine, and it was free. Okay, you have us, and then over here you have the truck loading. Let me move the truck loading zone. Not ideal. Okay, just loaded the girls in the minivan over there. Me and the girls are leaving Papa early again. He has a meeting, so we're gonna get on the road and head towards Jackson, Mississippi, where there's a children's museum. Bye-bye, Papa. We love you. See you soon. See you in Mississippi. They've got a DVD, so it's all good for them. Almost forgot the car key. We would have been stuck in wherever we stopped. We would have been stuck, not been able to drive again. Bye. Bye, Alabama. See you guys in Texas.
1, 2,